Hey guys, I'm Faris Gaskin. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to handle changes in a text field for your Flutter projects. So let's begin. Okay, so in some cases, it's useful to run a callback function every time the text in a text field changes. For example, you might want to build a search screen with autocomplete functionality where you want to update the results as the user types. So how do you run a callback function every time the text changes? Well, with Flutter, you have two options. Either supply an unchanged callback to a text field or use a text editing controller. So in this video tutorial, we're going to use both. We'll start off by creating a new Flutter project in your Android Studio. So I have mine already built. And first, we're going to create a text editing controller. Second, we're going to connect the text editing controller to a text field. Third, we're going to create a function to print the latest value. And finally, we're going to listen for additional changes. So it means that each time a user types something into the text field, something happens. Okay, so we're going to leave the upper part of our code intact, nothing to be done over here, and we'll go straight to state. We're not going to use the counter app, the increment counter anymore. So let's just take that away. And we don't need a floating action button in this video. So we're going to delete that as well. Okay, so counter, I don't need any counter in my body part. Let's remove that. And yeah, I don't really like the extra comments, so I'm going to remove this as well. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Now we're going to add a new text editing controller object into the state. So I'm going to add a final my controller object of the type text editing controller. Okay, and we're going to add two override functions and a new function to print the latest value that it receives from the text input. So we have two override methods. Right click on your IDE, choose generate, and we're gonna add override methods. Okay, edit state and dispose. Click OK. Right, so I have both functions here, so I'm gonna cut this one. And my controller dot add listener, and it's going to point to our new function print latest value. So it comes red because it can't find this particular function, so we're going to add a method print latest value. Sometimes it's going to be created at the bottom of the code, so I'm going to put it over here, easier for me to see everything in one go. And in this pose, we're going to remove the focus from our text field whenever we touch elsewhere on the screen. So that would allow the users to understand that the text field is no longer in focus. So we've got that covered. Okay. So now we're going to add a print line in our print function. So this will print some stuff. Out on the screen. That says second text field my controller dot text. Okay, so it's going to print something that it receives from the text field. Now let's go to the body part. So I have a child over here. This child ain't mine. And of course the body, we're going to change the center part of the body to padding, and we're going to add some attributes. So padding constant edge insets for all at 16 float value. Then the child is a column, so I'm not going to use the alignment. Yeah, I'll delete that one. And in the column, we're going to add a widget, an array of objects. So we're going to have two text fields. So the first one and second one. So text field. Okay, and we're going to change this to onChanged whenever it receives a text. So it's going to do something, and it's going to print first text field text. And our second text field is going to be populated and it's going to get some stuff from our text field controller object. Okay, so as you can see here, I have my screen with two text inputs. Well, it took a while because I ran out of available space on my phone. Okay, so when I tap onto my first text input, I'm gonna type something here. Okay, so as you can see, over here, right, so whatever we typed in our first or second text field, so we're going to record everything in our logcat. So we have the first text field that says kind of like a Viking word or something, I don't know. And second text field. Right. Okay. We don't even need to use a button for this. Okay, so that's it for now. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and see you guys later in my next tutorials. Thanks for watching.